Dear brothers and sisters all, I am truly delighted to join you today as I recall 8 happy years of service in Africa from 2002 to 2010. And so for me, this is a homecoming. I do feel back home. I am happy that the Church, Family of God in Africa, is gathered in this 20th Plenary Assembly of SECAM under the theme, Christ, Source of Hope, Reconciliation and Peace. In the Roman Curia that helps both the Pope and the bishops, 3 dicasteries directly serve, not a particular sector, but the overall mission of the Church. They are the dicasteries for evangelization, for charity, and for integral human development. All 3 expressions of the mission of the Church. Our dicastery's work for integral human development takes up the mission of Christ, who came that all may have life and have it abundantly. The dicastery, established by Pope Francis in 2017, expresses the Church's renewed commitment to all the dimensions of integral human development. Our inspiration comes from the Gospel, a church of the poor, and with a preferential option for the poor. This gospel commitment takes the Church into the various fields of concerns: violations of human dignity and human rights, economic and social injustice, insecurity and violence, unemployment and exploitation, environmental degradation, the problems of displacement and humanitarian emergencies, criminality, threats to democracy, traffic in persons, sickness, insecurity, drugs, arms, and so forth. These are our concerns because they are your concerns. We know that these are problems because we try to listen to you. So, as a dicastery and as the Roman Curia, we stand ready to help the churches to pastorally accompany their people in confronting these serious obstacles, these real difficulties blocking and destroying the human development of all. And our goal, which we share so much with you, is that they may have life in abundance, or as St. Irenaeus said, man fully alive. In this way, the dicastery supports the mission of the Holy Father and of the bishops and of the local churches to proclaim the gospel to all creation, to evangelize human societies everywhere, to ensure that no one is excluded and left behind. Thus, we seek, as you do, to combine the gospel, sound doctrine, and effective pastoral action. These goals, this vision, is one that we share with SECAM over the years. The Kampala document says that the Church is a family of interconnected persons. Love, acceptance, forgiveness, commitment, and intimacy constitute its very fabric, as well as the celebration of faith, pardon, joy, and sharing. It is a community in which justice, peace, and mutual love are realized and lived. We enter, says the Kampala document, we enter into this communion of the Church through baptism, preceded first by hearing and accepting the Word of God and attaching ourselves to Christ, the eternal Word of God. My dear brothers and sisters, in celebrating this plenary assembly, I would like to share just briefly how our approach maybe can make an important contribution. When we say that Christ is the source of hope, reconciliation, and peace, we think it is important to identify the obstacles to hope, reconciliation, and peace. It is not enough to affirm and reiterate and underline the values. It is important to face concretely, realistically, and courageously the obstacles to hope, reconciliation, and peace. One of our hopes for SECAM, then, in the coming years is to increasingly identify what makes it so difficult to reach integral human development throughout Africa. It shouldn't be so difficult because this is what God has created us to be. Fully developed, integrated human people, brothers and sisters to one another. We need to face together what seems to make this so difficult. In conclusion, let me suggest 3 questions that might be helpful as we continue our reflection. First of all, for each diocese and each conference, what are the main obstacles to integral human development in your territory? Secondly, what pastoral actions do you actually offer to accompany God's people in facing these obstacles? And finally, does your local and regional church succeed in communicating the church's social teaching as it applies within your territory? As you pose such questions, the Roman Curia, and specifically the Dicastery for Integral Human Development, stand ready to accompany you, to walk with you, to listen to you, and if asked, to help. Our prayer is your prayer, that we bring Christ's hope, reconciliation, and peace to all the people of Africa, and with their contribution to all the people of the world. May God abundantly bless this 20th Plenary Assembly of SECAM now getting underway. Thank you.